What is going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? Revolution Hell Cowboy here, and this is my WWE Payback predictions video. Payback is this Sunday on pay-per-view, or if you can't get on pay-per-view, well, you can watch it on the WWE Network. It'll be on at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, or wherever else you're in the world, I guess go by your local time zone, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to give my predictions on each one of these matches. Even though some of them I don't care about as much because they were either thrown together at the last moment or there hasn't been great build-up. The only matches I'm the most excited for would be the WWE Championship Fatal 4-Way and the United States Championship I Quit match. And then there's only one other match for a championship, which will be the tag team titles. Of course, no surprise the Intercontinental belt won't be defended since Daniel Bryan just vacated it. And surprisingly, no Divas Championship. But yeah, other than the 3 title matches, we got some other matches. Some of them, like I said, they're meh. Others, maybe you're okay, but I don't know. I mean, this is not really a real exciting pay-per-view to begin with. Especially got a lot of rematches here. So, for the first match on the card, it will be the Kickoff Show match with The Ascension taking on Curtis Axel and Macho Mandow. This match, it looks alright. Damien Sandow, who's now Macho Mandow, ooh yeah. I mean, he looks okay. I mean, Sandow's been doing a good job acting, though. I've never thought of him being a good Macho Man, but he's doing an okay job, I guess. He has the look, he has the black hair and beard. Doesn't quite have the Macho Man look, but I guess it's better than Curtis Axel still ripping off Hulkamania. I think that Macho Mandow and Curtis Axel will work well together, maybe, and defeat the Ascension, because I don't see the Ascension getting to win this match. I don't know. That's just what I think. Alright, for the next matchup, and I'm just going by order what WWE.com puts on here, we got King Barrett versus Neville, which, oh man, I'm split with this match. Either one of them could win. I think Neville might come out on top, but well, Neville beat King Barrett at the last pay-per-view, which was the Kickoff Show, thrown at the last minute. You know what? I'm going to say King Barrett wins. I like Neville, but I don't know if I can see them having Barrett lose 2 consecutive pay-per-views to Neville. Once again, just a prediction. Much as I'd like to see Neville win, I think they'll let King Barrett come out victorious. Alright, next match, Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus. After what happened at Extreme Rules and how we got kind of not what we wanted, kiss my arse match. Still one of the most ridiculous matches that I've ever seen. Especially since Sheamus didn't really kiss Dolph Ziggler's ass. It was the other way around, despite the fact Dolph Ziggler won. I think they'll have Sheamus win, because he lost at the last pay-per-view. So, they'll probably have him win. At least there's no stipulation this time. I mean, whether it be a clean victory or a disqualification of something, I don't know. I think Ziggler's going to... I don't know. Much Ziggler could win, I think they probably will make Sheamus win. Next matchup for the Tag Team Championship, New Day versus Cesaro and Kid in a 2 out of 3 falls match. You know what? I think they're going to keep the belts on New Day for a little while longer. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind seeing Cesaro and Kid take the belts back, but depending on who they have fighting the match, since they have the New Day doing the whole, Freebird rule, they could have Kofi and Big E, or they could have, Kofi and Xavier, or Big E and Xavier, wherever they decide to choose. Maybe they'll alternate in the 2 out of 3 falls match. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I think they're going to keep the belts on New Day just a little bit longer. Our next matchup, John Cena defending the U.S. Championship against Rusev in an I Quit match. Oh boy, this is a tough one. Could John Cena win again? His 3rd straight victory? I don't know. John Cena is not the type I'd ever see him say, I quit. But if he passes out, would that still count as him quitting? I mean, I think back to Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart WrestleMania 13 when Austin never said I quit but ended up passing out. So, I don't know. I think they might give this to Rusev. I can't see Rusev losing again to John Cena. I mean, the U.S. belt, it's been okay on John Cena, but John Cena needs to go back into the WWE World Heavyweight Championship picture. Yeah, we don't want to see him in that title, picture anymore, but at the same time, having the U.S. belt isn't doing anything on him. It's not doing anything for him. Yeah, it's been great to see John Cena defended every Raw and every SmackDown, giving new talents a chance to go after the championship. We've had Neville, Sami Zayn, Dean Ambrose, Stardust. They've all challenged Cena. Even Kane's challenged Cena, but of course Kane had nothing to gain anyway trying to win the U.S. belt. He was just doing it as an example to Seth Rollins. But other than that, as much as I would think John Cena would win, I think Rusev will win, but I don't think we'll hear John Cena say I quit. Unless they did what they did, they do, if any of you guys remember back in the Attitude Era when The Rock and Mankind had an I quit match, and Mankind earlier tonight talked about, how he would never say he'd quit, but he did an example of him saying it, and then The Rock, found a way to, have somebody cue that up when they put the microphone up next to, Mankind, despite the fact that Mankind didn't say it. So, I don't know. I don't think they'd go that route, but that's the only way I think John Cena would say I quit, because John Cena said I quit as a joke, a couple weeks back. I don't know. We'll have to see with that match. Alright, we have Ryback versus Bray Wyatt, and I'm going to give it to Bray Wyatt. Right now, Bray Wyatt's got the stronger push right now. Ryback's just there to squash opponents, but, I think they're going to be leading into Bray Wyatt's next big feud, because I've said it before in a previous episode of RHC Talks, I don't think Ryback is the guy that Bray Wyatt is talking about. He's talking about probably someone bigger, a legend, a former World Heavyweight Champion. So we'll just have to see, but I'm going to give it to Bray Wyatt. The final match, the Fatal 4-Way WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth Rollins defending against Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. Well, this is a real big toss-up. It really is. They've made Dean Ambrose look pretty strong the last couple of weeks on Raw. And I would love to see Dean Ambrose win, but I don't think it's going to happen. Will Randy Orton get a reign as champion? Maybe. Roman Reigns? Probably a little soon. He still needs to work on his wrestling and his mic skills. You know what? I'll take it Seth Rollins. Don't get me wrong. I would love it if Dean Ambrose won. Yeah, I think Orton could be a possibility. Roman Reigns, not so much. But I'm just going to say Seth Rollins wins. And even though he and Kane have been feuding, I kind of see a little bit of a swerve going on that Kane will end up helping Rollins in some capacity. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyways, those are my Payback predictions. Feel free to let me know what you guys think is going to happen at the pay-per-view. And after Payback is done, I will try to do a review video either Sunday night after Payback or the next day, just so I could give you guys my thoughts on what happened and whether or not I got my predictions right. As always, thanks for watching, and rock on.